Well, well, well. Well, 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 well. Very well. 10 questions on wells. Question 1. Abraham's servant, who had been sent to find a wife for Isaac, stood by a well and prayed to the Lord that one of the ladies who were coming out to draw water from the well would, was it offer him a drink? Offer him a drink and offer to water his camels also. Offer to water his camels, or offer to take him home for a meal. And he prayed that both him and his camels would be offered water to drink, in Genesis chapter 24. Question 2. Who was the woman that spoke to Abraham's servant at the well that day, and later became Isaac's wife? Was that Rachel, Rahab, Ruth, or Rebecca? And that was Rebecca, still in Genesis chapter 24. Question 3. Israel sent messengers to Sihon, king of the Amorites, asking permission to pass through their land, on the understanding that they did not disturb the fields or vineyards or drink from their wells. So Sihon went out against Israel into the wilderness and fought against Israel. What happened? Was it that Sihon won and the Israelites were forced to go back the way they had come? Israel killed Sihon and crept around the borders of his land at night. Israel killed Sihon and possessed his land right to the borders of Amnon. Or the outcome is not recorded in Scripture. Well, it is recorded in Numbers 21 that Israel killed Sihon and then possessed his land. Question 4. Gideon and all the people that were with him pitched camp beside the well of Harod. And the Lord said to Gideon, "The people that are with you are too many for me to give the Midianites into their hands, lest Israel vaunt themselves against me, saying, Mine own hand hath saved me. Say, whosoever is fearful and afraid, let him return and depart early from Mount Gilead. And there returned of the people 22,000, and there remained, was that 10,000, 5,000, 2,000, or 1,000? That was 10,000. You read it in Judges chapter 7. Question 5. A woman hid Ahimaaz and Jonathan in a well. Who were they hiding from? Was it Jonathan's brother Absalom? Jonathan's brother Nathan? Jonathan's father, King Saul? Or Jonathan's one-time friend, David? And they were both hiding from Jonathan's brother Absalom in Samuel chapter 17. Question 6. While David was fleeing from Saul, one day he pined for a drink from a certain well. Where was that well? Was it Beersheba, Bethel, Basra, or Bethlehem? And he wanted a drink from the well at Bethlehem, according to 2 Samuel chapter 23. Question 7. 3 of David's mighty warriors went and got him a drink from the well, but he poured it out as an offering to the Lord. Why? Was it because it had not cost the men anything to bring it to him? Or because the men had put their lives in jeopardy to bring it to him? Or because some of the men had lost their lives in order to bring it to him? Or the Bible does not say why he did that. And according to 1 Chronicles chapter 11, it was because the men had put their lives in jeopardy. Question 8. Isaac dug the wells again which his father's servants had dug in the days of Abraham, his father. Why? Was it because the Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth? Or the Philistines had taken control of the wells and he had to dig again nearby? Was it that his father's servants had not dug the wells properly and they had collapsed over time? Or there had been a mighty earthquake, and the wells had been filled in. And he had to dig again, because the Philistines had filled them all up, in Genesis chapter 26. Question 9. The wells that Isaac dug, he called their names after, was it the names of his children, the names that his mother suggested, the names that his father had called them, or the names of the tribes from which they had taken them back? And he called them the names that his father had also called them, in Genesis chapter 26. And question 10. Jesus paused at Jacob's well in Samaria and explained to someone that he was indeed the Messiah. Who did he speak to there? Was it the scribes and Pharisees of Samaria, a group of 10 lepers, a woman who had had 5 previous husbands, or a man who had been assaulted by vandals on his way to Jericho? And John chapter 4 tells us he met a woman who had had 5 previous husbands. Okay, so I'm sure you did very well on that one. Until next time, goodbye and God bless.